to the back, and on debut, Rightwood with a dream first goal for Essendon. Rightwood intercepts, has a think about a second goal, bounce is unbelievable. Goal just a few minutes ago, runs around, does she have the distance and the accuracy? Maggie McLaughlin with a special finish. And Rightwood intercepts the debutant to a fellow debutant. Bellany, eyes light up. She has her first goal.
On Larrakia Country, slick with sweat, the Bombies told those Tiges to go and get wrecked. This is the Sash Women's, most definitely not the official podcast of the Essendon Football Club's women's side. And I'm back, baby. I'm Courtney and I'm joined by Ari and Jordy. It's so good to be back.
Great effort from you to show up.
Thank you.
today.
I did get into Melbourne Airport this morning, flying over the hangar at 4:30 a.m. and I'm still awake somehow. I don't know how this episode's going to go.
That is commitment.
Thank you.
It's some real captain energy from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
Some
Premiership
real
Captain.
Nan stuff.
Premiership Captain energy. How are you?
Yeah, good.
You held down the fort pretty well without me. I listened every week
Yeah, we did all right.
on my various
We
travels.
tried, yeah. The polish isn't quite there when you're
Yeah,
there, I don't
okay.
think, but
But how's the trip?
It was amazing. It was so much fun. Yeah, it just like it felt like it went for ages, but it also flew by at the same time. Like I feel like I did so much in that first like week that like I finished up in Amsterdam and I was like, I could go home now.
Yeah,
Like
it's full on.
And then I was like, oh wait, I still have so much to do.
What was the first week? Berlin.
First week was London. So London from the 1st to the 6th. And then Amsterdam for 3 days and then on to Berlin, which was great.
Did you go to that sandwich shop I sent you to in Amsterdam?
I don't think so.
Devastating.
We also didn't go to Dolphins, which I'm very sorry about.
That's all right.
But we did go to the Van Gogh Museum, which was
Oh, great.
fantastic. There were so many moments throughout the trip where I would just like walk into a room and just go, wow, like
Yeah.
Jesus. Saw some real old shit.
Especially
Like stuff that you just like your brain just can't quite fathom it.
Yeah,
Like
that
I
you're
went to the
seeing it.
Louvre in Paris and was looking at stuff from ancient Greece and I'm like, that's like 6,000 BC.
Yeah.
That is so old and it's still there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Still like well preserved.
The biggest feeling I ever had of that was I think I was in Florence
Yeah.
when I saw David.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah,
I
that's...
saw Venus de Milo and I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
what do you mean? It's real.
Yeah.
There she is.
it's crazy.
It's gummy underneath. I also really love. There's a sit of that one.
All right, 2.5 minutes in, we've got a Simpsons reference already.
Yes.
That's got to be a record.
I'm back. I also loved Lyon. I stayed in Lyon for like a week with a friend of mine who lives there, and she lives in like the old town part of it. So it was
Nice.
it felt like the very like authentic European experience of, you know, being there in summer when it's 36 degrees and no one believes in air conditioning.
Yeah, Europe is just not built for summer.
Oh my God,
especially Northern Europe.
they're fucked with
Yeah.
climate change. Like they're so fucked. But yeah, I went up to the Basilica on the hill and like stepping in there and just being like, oh, I'm sure it's fine. Like it can't be that amazing. I walked in, I was like, are you fucking kidding me with this place? Like just so much mind-blowing stuff. But yeah, I loved it. And Oasis were great.
Yeah, what was the highlight track?
Oh, I mean, I talked about this on the radio. I did like a radio cross afterwards because it was around 7 a.m. Australian time when the show ended. But them doing Acquiesce, I think, was like so beautiful because it's like, you know, the lyrics of being like, we need each other, we believe in one another, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh,
Cute.
your mum would be so proud. They seem to be having a good time, which is nice. I think that's a really good indicator of like how the tour's going. I think they've just gotten into North America.
They still seem friendly.
They still seem friendly, which is good. They're in like good spirits.
Huge.
I've never seen so many like middle-aged white dudes just like having the fucking time of their lives. Yeah, it was great. But other than that, seeing Justice in Paris, I think, was like a real trip highlight.
I haven't heard of Justice in a long time.
They're touring Australia later this year.
Okay.
You should go.
Yeah.
It's a great, like, even just the light show in itself is incredible. But anyway, let's chat footy.
Let's do it.
I've seen the game. I watched it at some point today, lying in bed, kind of like half awake. Like I'm paying attention to this. But yes, up in Larrakia Country, up in the top end, it's always going to be a bit of a battle up there, especially in that heat and humidity. But we got it done. Essendon 6-7-43, defeating Richmond 3-10-28. Our goal kickers, we had 2 for G, 2 for Alexander, 1 for Magmac, and 1 for Clarkey. With like nearly 6,000 people turning up, which is a great turnout for the top end. Yeah. How do we feel about the game?
Oh, it's kind of 50-50 a little bit. Like, obviously it's always nice to win and, you know, we don't get to feel that too often. So when we do, I try and embrace it a little bit. But it was a pretty tough watch for most of the game. You know, we didn't really control it very often, I thought. I think the Tigs were probably on top for the lion's share of the night. So yeah, a little bit.
I think
50-50.
it's going to be hard to control the game when the ball is that slippery as well.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing so many drop marks, so many just like fumbles and stuff. It's like they would have been immediately gassed, and with a slippery pill, it's hard.
The word was they were a lot happier with it being scheduled where it was this year than last year. They said it was a lot less humid. It was still hot.
But like time-wise,
yeah, because it was in October last year.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah,
and they said that's like right before rainy season, so it's like humid as balls. And it was just much better this year than last year. I thought we defended well. I mean, part of it was just their. I mean, it was very Essendon men, so we're just like bombing to 30 out every time. So we knew where to be. Yeah. But I have been quite impressed with our defence all season. We hold up quite well.
Yeah.
Even when we don't have the most inside 50s.
And I think that was something that we were a bit worried and concerned about with Gabe being
Yeah,
out
with Gabe
as
being
well.
gone,
Yeah, no, it is great. And also, like, I mean, I've got this in my notes for later in our goods, but like, I think the work that the team did without Bonnie last season, like it's really starting to show, like in these ones where she is out for a couple of weeks after the tribunal. So it's like, and it's not at the detriment of the game or at the detriment of our kind of like gameplay or like our plan or anything. We just have to make some slight adjustments and tweaks, and everyone knows their role still, which is great.
Yeah, I felt like there were points where we could have really done with a sort of hard leading forward. Because I think Alexander played sort of deep most of the time. Yeah. But she's not a lead up forward. She's sort of like a stay at home.
Sit home.
But I think with our ball movement this year, we're much... we've got other sort of avenues to goal than we used to, because before our build up would be so slow that they'd always have numbers back, which meant we needed sort of tall marking power forward, whereas we move it so much quicker now that you kind of have an open forward line and your smalls can go to work. But I thought, Jordy and I discussed when we were previewing the game sort of where the balance would be. And that, the midfield, it was Mackenzie and Conti against Prasparkas and Scorn and Gala. And it kind of was that. And all 5 of them had great games. Yeah. But, but I kind of thought the biggest difference in the game was Georgia G. Because I just don't think they had anyone that was that crafty and sort of creative in the forward line. And I felt like most of what we did well went through her to some degree.
I think Maggie Mack as well, like G and Maggie Mack, I thought covered ground better than their opponents. Yeah. So like it was just so often you'd see one of them behind the ball and then 30 seconds in front of the ball and there'd be no Richmond player sort of following that run. So them working really hard on the wings was
she did a great pickup, Maggie Mack.
Oh yeah. Really tough too, like aggressive, but not like a scum aggressive. Just like attacks it hard, which is really nice.
Which I think we see across the board a fair bit with our team. Like you see, both Maddie P and Nanscorn's the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say Bellany's probably the same as well. Yeah. She's having absolute blinder games. I'm very, very stoked on her as a pickup.
And she probably actually does help being able to work around Bonnie being out. Her being there really does help because you don't have to break glass and bring someone else into the forward line. Like you've got her that can kind of do that role a little bit more than what we had last year. So, really good from her.
Yeah. And Katie Brennan's first goal of the season, if we're looking at the Tigers,
Yeah.
in the third quarter of that game. It's
Yeah.
like, I feel like she would probably be pretty high up on the goal kickers by now, right?
Yeah, they've just been struggling to get it to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt sorry for her a bit, and she got stood on her hand.
Yeah,
It
that looked awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she tried to smother a
With
kick
the other
with the other hand, and then it got
holding
smashed.
it. I'm like, oh, just go off, babe. It's fine.
With Brennan's first goal, though, I was blown away because it was Scotty that set it up. Scotty took the mark and then kicked it over the top to Brennan, who was by themselves. I don't know. It was weird. I don't think I've seen that kind of unselfishness from.
I actually noticed that as well. Do we want to talk about Scotty a little bit? This is the first time we've come up against them since they elected to leave the club and go into the draft. I feel like their behaviour hasn't changed.
Yeah. Well, the jumper grab set the tone.
That wound me up so much.
Yeah, I shouldn't have been pissed off by that because I
Yeah.
feel like we knew that that's how they would be. But
I just have a
It's just-
vision of
yeah.
the future of like 3 years from now when they're at club number 3 and the jumper grab comes out for a third time.
yeah,
I could just see it happening from now.
yeah, I do think that W crowds would be a bit kinder and that they wouldn't just like immediately boo them.
I have a feeling if that was at Woody Hill, she would have got booed pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably would.
And
Have.
the Richmond crew were pretty rude too.
Everyone would have just like groaned, and it would have been audible on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did also notice like going up for speckies and mistiming it, that
Yeah,
kind of
Scotty
stuff.
things,
Like I'm
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
classic stuff. Like
They've-
bless them, they haven't gotten out of those old habits die hard.
I
You
wrote
know?
something in my match notes while I was watching the game that they should change their middle name to Unrealistic Attempt.
Yeah. I mean, their first impact on the game was just a massive 2 hands into the back shove.
Yeah.
It's like, this is exactly
And then
what it is.
they were like, what? And
Yeah.
it's like, come on. Come on, babe.
I don't know if there was something behind the scenes last year that like made that breakup a little bit more, a little worse. Because
Yeah.
not only have Scotty like had a good game, but the previous 2 games had nothing to do, no
Interesting.
impact at all. Like
Maybe
I think
they
it was
just
2
had a bit of
touches and then
fire
4
up them
touches.
because it's coming up against
Yeah,
their
so, like,
former side.
They must hate us.
But as a general rule, Richmond were much better this week. In their book.
Yeah.
Last week we read out some stats that were crazy that like they just couldn't transition the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas this week I thought they could do that no problem. They were getting in their forward line no problem. They were
Yeah.
just struggling to finish. But
Yeah.
so they would have had a lot more opportunity this week than previously for sure.
Yeah. Good to see them getting game time though.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them playing well against everybody else and not us. But
Yeah.
sure.
And obviously it was the first round of our Indigenous rounds this year. So Indigenous Guernsey this year was actually created by 2 students through the Long Walk program through Taylor's Lake Secondary College. So yeah, there's
It was
a bit
the
of
same
a,
as the men's.
I
one
believe
this
so.
year,
Yeah. So yeah, there's a bit of a write up on the website if you want to check that out. Yeah, my brain is just like.
Yeah.
It's like clapping together 3 brain cells at the moment. So Ari, do you want to do like an explainer on like our shepherding and our marking contest?
Well, yeah, this is a public service announcement
Okay.
for AFLW commentators who still don't understand this rule, which is that if you shepherd in a marking contest, which means, not a push in the back,
Yeah.
but blocking out the opponent,
Yes.
that when you're both under the ball, you must then attempt to take the mark.
Yeah, you can't just make the block and then run
and
away.
then and then run in behind, which is what
Yeah.
Scotty did when they got paid for a push in the back or a shepherd or whatever
Yeah.
block. And the commentators just didn't understand. Like they're like, "Oh, that wasn't a push." Well, no, it wasn't a push. It was a block.
Yeah.
and they didn't attempt to take the mark.
Yeah.
So everyone should know.
Did they have
that's
eyes
how-
on the ball as well?
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't
you have to
matter.
get your
Yeah,
hands
yeah,
up.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to try. I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't
like
matter
you
if you
can
drop
push
it.
off and then put the hands up. For the
You just
mark.
got to try and take a mark. You can't just create space, not let them take the mark, and run in behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a block. And yeah, I don't know. It just boggles my mind that commentators don't know the rules of the game.
Grab corner week 2.
I know. We're back in. We're back in, baby. Let's have a look at the goods. Anything else that any other general comments that anyone has before we head into the goods and the bads?
Nope.
No.
Playing in weather where you have to wear an ice vest when you come off is just wild to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I did see that Nance Gone still rocking the sleeves, tucked in this week. Tucked in sleeves.
There was a write-up on AFL website about her and her
I
sleeves.
love that.
it's the perfect week for a long sleeves lover because it was hot, so why are you wearing them?
Yeah.
It was nighttime.
Nighttime.
Why are you wearing them? But like, wear them.
Because
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
commitment to the bit at this point.
It's perfect. Dude, I love
Didn't
it.
she wear zinc at night once? I have a feeling
Don't
I
want to get
remember
moon
that.
tan.
Yeah. I have a feeling I remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that happened.
Maybe it's just all part of, the preparation and the routine and getting yourself into the mindset to play. It's like, got to put the sleeves on, got to put the zinc on. I know that I'm playing under lights. It doesn't matter.
She did say something on the write-up. I can't remember exactly, but it was something about that it was a sun smart thing,
Yeah.
but that she feels like it's an issue that people in sport don't talk about enough.
Yeah.
And that's why she does it even at night time.
I love that.
Because that when she was a hockey player, she had to always wear short
Yeah.
sleeves. Or
She
like a
didn't have the
singlet.
long sleeves in the hockey days.
No,
No, you
You have to
can't.
have
Not allowed
you
at
have to, no,
Yeah.
no sleeves.
No sleeves.
Yeah, so she said her shoulders used to get burned.
Yeah.
And when she could wear sleeves, she was like, well, I'm going to wear
Well, I'm
the
gonna wear
longest sleeves possible.
I have also noticed every training, full bucket hat. Like a full broad brim.
Oh, yeah.
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 We love our sun smart girly.
Truly.
All right, let's look at the goods. Great, performance from Ridewood and Baloney again. 15 and 17 touches respectively. It's looking like they're really,
Gels.
making a mark from
Yeah,
themselves.
quickly.
Yeah, really gelling quickly as well.
Yeah, it seemed like they moved Ridewood to Sophie Van der Heuvel's spot on the back flank, which we talked about might happen. And I thought it worked really well. I think she's got the legs to do it. She was really quick.
Yeah.
I like her with the ball as well.
Yeah. She's fun to watch.
And
Very fun to
Bellany's
watch.
just, she's
Yes,
like,
my girl.
she gives me a lot of like,
She's terrifying.
I know. I
lot of,
knew
like-
she would be.
yeah, a lot of like Gaylor vibes from last year.
Yeah.
Just like an absolute bull in a china shop. And you
Yeah.
can just see what's going to happen.
Yeah. But still has that really good footy IQ as well.
Yeah.
Like even when they don't have the ball, they show flashes of just like being in the right spot, bumping the right person at the right time. Just like
Yeah.
all these little things. That you're like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be a superstar.
Absolutely. Just talking about her, Nan Scorn, 27 touches, 16 contestants, 7 intercepts, 7 score involvements, 6 frees, 4 and 12 tackles.
Yeah.
That is
Wild game.
an
Outrageous.
incredible day at the park and at the office for Nan Scorn. And again, Press Parkers and Kane, just like fantastic. Yeah.
Again, week in, week out, they'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was really obvious watching the game just how clean Kane is, especially
Yeah.
like a loose ball gets.
Yeah.
Especially when it's slippery, everyone's fumbling.
Yeah.
And she's just picking it up first go. And yeah, gave us a lot of looks just by getting out quicker than anyone else could. I think she's putting together a really good season so far.
She's so good that she's been handballing to herself.
Oh, that was unbelievable. Yes.
She's like,
great pickup.
Oh, I'm getting tackled. I'll just pop it up.
Yeah.
That
Collect
was
it
so
again.
good.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
2 disposals and a score involvement, scoring assist.
All to herself.
Yeah. Like, I don't need
no
anyone.
one else was involved.
That was so good.
A couple of really fun goals actually this week. Clarkie's especially. My
Yeah.
goodness.
What was she doing down there?
Oh, who knows?
Just went on a little adventure and
She's like, I'll just go down here.
There was
I'll
a lot-
slot this one.
There was actually a
checkside.
lot of that. I saw Bushy up forward.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bushes are
Yeah.
locked. Yeah.
There was a lot of like people all around.
Probably
the ground.
just people throwing the magnets around, seeing what works.
That snap was perfect. And like
Oh,
she was running around to the boundary on the right hand side, but then turns her body to sort of check side it across the other way rather
Yeah.
than like you would assume snapping it, but then that brings it around the wrong way. So she was like had the mind to sort of turn and
Yeah.
kick on the other side
Yeah.
and reverse it. Yeah. So good.
First goal for the club.
love that.
Yeah.
What a first goal.
Yeah.
And weirdly, they said that it's her 9th AFLW goal because, of course, she played forward for Geelong when she was there.
True.
So she's never been sighted in the forward line for us. I mean, just kind of assumed she'd never kicked a goal before, but
Yeah.
she has. So
Very
she-
handy.
Yeah.
Handy to know that that's in the back pocket for her.
Being robbed of a goal of the week nomination I saw.
Really? Who
There
got
was-
it?
Well, there was a
The one for Carlton was wild.
yeah. See, that's the
Oh,
one I
okay.
was like,
I need
yeah,
to see
that's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Rydell, I think, kicked one out of the ruck, which is
Oh,
like,
okay. That's
you know,
that's That's impressive.
But, you grab it and kick it. That's fine.
Yeah, but in the women's.
Yeah,
Not many people are kicking
but we're
it
talking
like...
about Clarkie's goal here.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. I thought she was stiff. Yeah. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Verbruge. Now, this is a name that I haven't heard a lot of yet. Obviously, newie this season.
Injury
yeah?
replacement
Okay.
for Radford, I think.
Yeah.
Radford or... Because Maggie Mack was the replacement for Bess with the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And then we had Radford.
That great injury. I love that they put it as an injury list. It's like, I mean, eventually.
Injury.
There's no
That's quite injury.
9 months. Yeah,
It's
sure.
a lot of injury, but
I would expect to see a TBC next to someone's name for pregnancy on our list the way it's going. Can't even just say 9 months.
yeah.
Well, we should talk about that because that changed this week. And then Radford, ACL, and someone else.
Yeah.
Goffey. So
Goffey, yeah, right.
Verbruge and Gladman were Goffey
Okay.
and Radford. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure. They both happened like within days of each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows where I was at that
Yeah.
point in time. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
showed bits.
making an impact
Yeah.
immediately.
Got shafted a little bit. Like, had a shot on goal that was...
Oh, it would have been great.
It would have been so close. I mean, got touched on the line near the post.
Yeah.
It would have been, a bee's pube in it either way. It was really, really tight, which would have been perfect. It was a nice kick. Delivered a couple of balls inside 50 that were really nice as well.
Yeah.
She's got like a really low driving, punchy kick as well. Doesn't
Nice.
kind of like loft it and
Bit
chip
of a
it like you
bullet.
say. Yeah, like
Yeah.
really like hits it with a bit
Yeah.
of grunt, which
Really
is nice.
stumps through it. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I mean, let's keep her on the side.
Yeah, I was quite impressed.
Yeah.
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 I really, really enjoyed watching Gaylor. She's just so much fun to watch.
So good.
I
Her
think she's-
hands.
Oh my God. She's just like settled right into the side. And like, I feel like her confidence with her footy has just like excelled so much. And she's just everywhere. Everywhere.
She actually she's such a unique player because she just doesn't have a weakness to her game. She's so good above her head.
Yeah.
Like probably behind Maddie Gay and Bonnie, the best mark we've got.
Yeah.
Maybe
But then
better
also
than
just,
Bonnie,
like-
honestly.
Yeah,
like,
mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
entirely possible.
Yeah.
But like she's so good winning the ball. She's a great tackler. Her hands, like her quick handballing to a target, is
Yeah.
so good. Her kicking is so good.
Yeah.
She's quite quick as
Would
well.
we consider her the package?
Yeah.
She is the package.
we've seen her at halfback. We've seen her on the wing. We've seen her at half forward. We've seen
Yeah.
her in the guts.
Yeah.
And in all four, she's like by far and away one of our best players in
Yeah.
that spot.
Yeah.
Like,
And just like throws herself at the footy, like over and over.
And she's 19. It's crazy.
Hell yeah. That makes me so happy. And Adam's playing a more defensive role as well. So where's she coming from?
Well, she's been playing sort of small forward the first couple of
Okay.
weeks, and we spoke a bit about her last week that she's so struggling a little bit in that
Yeah.
in that role, that she's kind of not sort of crafty enough, or sort of
Yeah.
her foot skills aren't quite good enough to do like a George G thing.
Yeah.
And we kind of were talking about that we'd like to see her play something a bit more defensive because she's a really good tackler. And she's a bit of a mini Nan Scorn
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really gives Nan Scorn
Yeah,
vibes.
low, hard,
Yeah.
tough.
Follow-up efforts.
Yeah, and I thought it worked really well. She was doing a lot of tackling, playing
good.
further back.
I mean, I saw they were playing on UCF for a while, and UCF had almost no impact at all. Like,
Yeah.
completely
That's great.
taken out of the game.
Yeah, that's great. All right, in our bads. 0 marks in the I-50. Oh my God, my brain just went blank then. But Tigers had 8 on Friday and 1 within 60 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like the weather's going to be an issue with that, but it definitely needs improving.
Yeah, I think that's the Bonnie factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just structurally because we move it quickly, you need someone that's strong who leads hard straight up the middle, and
Yeah.
no one was doing that. Because
Yeah.
that's not Bannister's go, it's not Alexander's go. I was
Yeah.
thinking in the middle of the game, like, maybe move Bellany to deep forward and have her do it, because I feel like she could do
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had to score from other ways than doing that, just because there was no one to kick to, really.
Yeah. And Richmond's ball movement generally looking quite good.
It looked very like us last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Slow, chip mark.
Yeah.
They were good with it.
Yeah.
And they could progress the ball up the field like we did last year, but
Yeah.
then they'd get to 50.
And then it's just like, what are we
And
doing
then
here?
we've had all the time in the world to set up defensively. This is the exact
Exactly.
problem we had last
Yeah,
year. That we
yeah.
could transition to 50 and then we struggled to find targets.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's all covered over.
yeah, it looked really like I thought that could have been us last year. It looked exactly the same.
Yeah. And Darcy Bannister hasn't quite been herself in front of goal this year. I fear that I've put the mods on her because I said that she was going to be our leading goal kicker. But yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Is a leading goal
Could
kicker.
be still.
she
Yeah.
could still
Or maybe
be.
Alexander's got 5.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
We
Yeah.
should keep a running tally.
Yeah, we
Yes.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just, I don't know. Do I dare say it's the yips?
Like a little bit. Like some of these shots, I would like. It's not quite the yips because they're not like terrible off the side of the boot
No.
shank. Some of them like they're nice kicks. They're just not going through the big sticks.
Yeah.
Like, there's a few. There's like I would have. Yeah.
Just like a bit rushed or a bit like
yeah.
distracted even. Yeah.
I think our all-around game's been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. She still be like such a physical presence
Yeah.
and just, really rushing at it and getting in there, it's like a really high pressure forward that's
She wins so many free kicks.
Oh yeah. She knows how to
Yeah.
she really knows how to draw a free.
She's like sneakily short, which it always surprises me when I see her because I think her
Yeah.
as this like strong key forward. But yeah, she's short enough to still get the high contact regularly.
Yeah.
But also, is effective enough on the ground. Like, yeah.
Speaking of winning free kicks, we were so lucky with Alexander's first goal because there could have been at least 3 paid against us.
Oh, really?
There was like a holding the ball, there was a throw, there was a high tackle.
Sure.
It was like, I was just watching it, it's like, we're going to kick a goal here. They're going to be really pissed off.
Chambers needing to work on her tank.
Yeah, I put that in there. I really like a lot of her game, and I don't want her taken out of the team because I think she's like Van Loon from last year. She's playing that role really well.
Yeah.
But she just can't do repeat efforts. So there are a couple of times
okay.
where she's up on the flank and it's, go once, go twice,
Yeah.
and she can't keep going.
Yeah.
And she gets burnt out the back. And it's
Yeah.
just tank. It's just, and I get it. It's 30 degrees. It's really hot.
Yeah.
So it's not easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just, it'll happen with pre-seasons that she'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Just get her to do some
Yeah.
Bikram yoga,
Yeah.
She just about won us the game in, I think it was the last quarter. Maybe it was the third. But someone was running into an empty goal and she's managed to sort of just reach out and grab a bit of jumper to put off the kicker, who was 7 or 8 metres out in front of goal, directly
Wow.
in front,
Yeah.
and misses to the left just because there's a little bit of a jumper grab.
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
her
that's
one-on-one,
all you need.
Her one-on-one defensive work is really good. I
Yeah.
feel like she doesn't get outmarked
Yeah.
very often. She nearly always gets a spoil in there. She's really good with positioning and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really like what she's been doing so far this year.
Josh Jeeg's not taking set shots in front of goal again, Ari.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Well, I thought about this quite a bit while I was watching it because it was like we spoke last week how she took one and I was so surprised. I'm like, she never takes one. She always passes off late. And then she got one straight in front, maybe 30 metres out.
Yeah.
And it was just she's going to pass this. She's going to pass this. And she passed it. And of course, every time she does that, it never works.
No.
And then like maybe 10 minutes later, she gets one about the same distance out, but much tighter angle. And this time she takes a shot at goal. And I'm like, is this mental? Is this like
Yeah.
it's straight in front and just on her distance and she doesn't want to take the kick in case she doesn't make the distance or misses
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
like the pressure's off if she's on a really tight angle.
Yeah.
So she takes it. I don't know, but like she definitely took the least percentage shot.
That first one that you were talking about, I think it was Walker that she chipped it over to in the pocket. And it's like, yeah, you are getting 10 metres closer to goal, but you are also shifting the set shot out to a 45, 60 degree angle.
And probably very likely kicking it into a contest as well, where it's like that could just be turned over so easily.
Yeah. And probably not as good a kick as her either.
Yeah.
Walker.
Just back yourself, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like she finished 2 off beautifully. Like
Yeah.
those little like dribbler snaps was
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah,
Obviously it's
yeah.
a completely different skill to a set shot, but like she has got at least the confidence to take those on. So I don't know.
I mean, I think she's been definitely top 3 players so far this year.
Yeah.
Her, Nanscore and Gayla probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think she's been incredibly influential in every game so far. So she's having a great season. I just don't get why she does what she does sometimes.
Gets in her own way.
Yeah.
Maybe she needs to take on the snap set shots like Draper.
Oh, yeah, that's a thought.
Yeah.
I like
He'll
it,
be
yeah.
taking them somewhere else this year. Next
Yeah,
year, so.
apparently.
Along with half the team, it sounds like.
And Richmond had a debut in Sierra Greaves. We liked her style.
She was brilliant.
Great, yeah.
I had no idea why they didn't
Yeah.
debut her
Yeah.
earlier.
Interesting.
She was
What role?
brilliant.
Where was she playing?
She wasn't playing.
Yeah.
No, but I
so-
mean, like, was
Oh,
it like in
no.
her debut game? Like, what role?
Oh, in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was playing in midfield because
Yeah.
they're quite short in midfield. It's like Mackenzie and Conti.
Yeah.
And Egan was out because she'd had like plastic surgery in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
So they were a bit short there. So they played her in the guts. She had like 18 touches.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I
good.
thought she was really like strong.
One of the best on.
Yeah.
That's great, especially if you like have Monconti in your kind
Yeah.
of like group that you're playing with.
There were big raps on her in the draft because I know they thought she was going to go around about the Bellany pick.
She went
Yeah,
pick 11 in the end.
right.
Yeah, she slid a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, she was like, 7, 8, 9, 10 was thinking where she might go. So I remember reading about her, but yeah, I thought she was really good. And I don't know.
They'll be kicking themselves they didn't play her in the first couple of
Yeah.
weeks. Like,
They could have done with her.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, shall we head to a break? How are you feeling?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. You're listening to the Sash Women's, and I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I've been away or what, but I feel like, and like it's been kind of like my point of connection with you all, but like I feel like the Discord has been very fun this season.
Yeah, it's
like
popping off.
Everyone's been getting really into it. I feel like a lot more, maybe a few more people have come over from like listening to the men's and being part of that conversation to wanting to be a part of the women's, which is great. But yeah, we've like, I think doing our polls every week has been really great too. It's just kind of seeing where the listeners are at and how everyone's feeling. So Ari, you put a poll in the Discord after the game with 2 options, lids on, lids off.
Yeah.
How'd we go?
83% lids off.
Nice.
Yeah, which I was quite happy about.
Great.
I voted lids off.
Good.
'Cause, 3-0.
Yeah.
I mean, a big old boo to the person who voted lids on.
Whoever that was, show yourselves. And yeah, so that probably explains the following listener questions. Do you want to, who wants to say, okay, who wants to start? Sorry, my brain's going faster than I can read at the moment.
I'm happy to start.
Yeah.
I do want your input, though, because we were reading this name out last week and we
Yeah.
still haven't heard anything from him about what the hell it all means. Canadian Quagmire's #1 hater.
Yeah.
Please let us know what that means.
So Canadian Quagmire is Pidge because he has like Quagmire's face. And he's Canadian. And this guy's his #1 hater.
Okay.
I'd never heard Canadian Quagmire.
No, it
The jaw works, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it originated in our Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I completely missed that.
Yeah. At some point in time. So yeah, Canadian Quagmire is
Pidge.
Andy McGrath. And now that I know, like now that I've read that name and every
Can't
time I
unsee
see him,
it.
I'm like, oh fuck. It really is. So Canadian Quagmire's #1 hater. What was the question, Jords?
What is achievable in terms of ladder finish? Is it top 2 or top 4?
Doable.
Is it doable? Yeah, words aren't my
Well,
forte.
I mean, between you and me, we might get a sentence together. So let's have a look at the rest of the rounds, like the fixture for us. So we're 3 on the trot at the moment. This Sunday we're up against Geelong, who are 16th currently. So you kind of think
16th, but
16th, but
they've had hard games.
yes. Who's to say that we won't be a hard game? It's a home game for us.
I'm just saying they're not
Yeah, I know.
16th
I know.
in quality.
Okay. Following that, another home game against St Kilda, Euroke.
Yeah.
So that will be the following Sunday. 105. Oh no, that's a 305 this weekend, and 105 on September 14th. And then we're off over west to play Walyalup Freo round 6. Then it gets tough.
Yeah. We have to capitalise in those 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're up against North.
Yeah, but basically, so I looked forward in the fixture. Basically, if somehow we can win these next 3 games, which are all winnable games, we will play finals this year, no matter what happens
that's
the rest
good.
of the year.
Yeah, it just depends what the tail end of the season looks like, so that we can where we'll actually sit in that 8.
Yeah, but we will play. We will play finals.
With the extra game this season, the benchmark has kind of gone from 6 and a good percentage to 7 wins should get you in. So we need 4 from the remaining.
So the thing is though, if you look at the ladder and who's not in the 8 right now, with Brisbane maybe, but they've been very hot and cold and quite crap when they've not been. I mean, they got beaten by Carlton.
Hopefully they're cold in round 10 when we play them.
Well, that would help. But, they could be good. They could get it together and whatever. Yeah. Although Geelong are 0-3, they have the potential to win bulk games.
Yeah.
But other than that, I wouldn't have money on anyone else that's currently not in the 8 getting into the 8.
Okay.
Which means if you're only fighting against 2 of them and you've got a 2 and 3 game head start on them already, especially playing Geelong this week. If we beat Geelong this week, we've got 4 games on them. So if we win the next 3 games, that almost knocks Geelong out.
Yeah.
Of getting ahead of us at least.
Yeah, okay.
So because we've also got, after these 3 games, we've got Western Bulldogs later. We do have 2 winnable games.
Sydney
later
and
on.
Carlton as well, I think, at some point.
No, Hawthorn.
Hawthorn. We don't have Carlton.
Don't have Carlton.
So we might lose a lot of matches in the second half of the season.
Yeah, but we've bolstered ourselves in a way that,
just the way we've started has put us in a really good position.
That's good. I feel like I was just giving you a real vacant stare for a while there while you were explaining how all the pieces fit together, and I was like, yes.
You're getting the question mark thing popping up in you.
The math lady.
Even if we lose to Geelong and then win the following 2 against St Kilda and Freo, which I think are more winnable games, that would still put us at 5-1, which is absolutely on track for finals still. So I don't even think we have to win these 3 necessarily.
Yeah.
We don't have
Doesn't mean that we should slack off.
We don't have to win these 3.
No.
But I think if we did,
nice.
it would guarantee us 5.
Yeah. Will Carts has asked, noting that we have North in round 7, is 6-0 a credible result?
Credible, yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely a possibility. I think Freo is tough, but they haven't been good this year. Getting pumped quite regularly. They look a lot worse than last year.
Yeah.
I think St Kilda were great in round 1 and have been shit ever since. And Geelong have lost all the games, but against good teams.
Yeah.
And
they'll be pissed off that they haven't won then as well.
Well, yeah, so it could mean that, okay, we play against them, we're not as good as the teams they've played against, and they get a win, or it could mean they just can't win games.
Yeah.
So until they start to play, teams that aren't North.
Sydney. Oh no, that was actually in Geelong, wasn't it? That last game.
Yeah, but I think Sydney are going to be quite good this year. So we'll get a better sense of them this week, but it's definitely a winnable game for sure.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the forecast for Sunday. Max of 22.
Oh.
Possible rainfall 60%.
Ooh.
That's Darwin stuff.
But most likely later in the day, which is great because we're playing at 3:00. So if it can be not then, that would be great. But winds northerly 25 to 35 k's, so it's a bit of a wind picking up. And knowing Windy Hill, will probably be pretty windy.
Yeah, although the last time when we played there last week, it was still and sunny. So very unwindy hill-like conditions. There's actually another question in the Discord
that
just came not long ago. It's from Liam Metcalf, 10, who says that he went to the elimination final against the Cats a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And he's thinking about going to Bombers Cats this week with his girlfriend. Is a two-part question. One, is it worth going due to the risk of the Cats bouncing back and beating us again and having the result rubbed into my face? Yes, it's worth going because it's always worth going. And it's, at worst, it's a 50-50 game.
Yeah.
It's not they're 0-3, we're 3-0. We're in great form, they're not.
Yeah.
And we're probably pretty similarly matched teams generally.
Yeah. And it's the Pressparkers Cup.
Yeah, it is.
Why would you want to miss that?
And Georgie's in great form.
if we lose, just get up a photo of the ladder and say, look at that,
Yeah, look at
mate.
that, mate.
Still ahead of you, champ. Don't worry.
And the second part of the question was, do you know any, inverted commas, girlfriend daycare nearby Windy Hill I could drop her off at for 2 to 3 hours?
Yeah, it's called the Windy Hill Grandstand.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is where I will be.
Yeah.
She
Although-
can come sit with me if you don't want to hang out with your girlfriend. That's fine.
There's good food vans at Windy
There
Hill.
are very good food vans.
The beanbags look enticing. I haven't yet to snag a beanbag on the hill. But
Yeah,
it'll
you have to get there early for that kind of
you'd
action,
have
I
to be
think.
early for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to.
There are
if
some
it's
good
gonna
pubs in
be
the area as well,
Potentially
so-
raining. True.
It's very close to what's the main drag there in Essendon? Not Napier Street, the one that
Oh, I don't.
Mount Alexander Road.
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
probably
Yeah.
Mount
Yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah. The cursed roundabouts.
But no, it'll be a great game. Once again, we're going to fill the hill. So, yeah, definitely come on down and bring the gal and have some chippies. I don't know.
There's good food there.
Yeah.
Good scran.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
good scran.
There's food, there's wine, there's all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
We
going
need
on.
to get a pancake vendor like the Dogs have at Witten, though.
Do they have one? Oh,
Yeah.
no, they do.
Yeah, they
they
got like a
do.
little
It just
pancake
wasn't open
parlour,
when I
yeah.
was there last time, and that was what pissed me off.
Yeah. It would piss me off. too.
Yeah. It's like, why say that you have pancakes and then not have them?
That's false advertising.
I got in trouble a couple of weeks ago for taking some friends to Carlton Collingwood, that first game of the round.
Yeah.
And I got a message in the group chat from someone saying, will there be hot jam donuts? I said, there will absolutely 1000% be hot jam donuts. And there's not a single one inside.
This was
Don't
an Icon?
promise the
An Icon.
world.
No, jam
That's
donuts at
weird.
Icon.
That is weird, though.
What is going on?
Yeah. That's
I think we should
not
do
right.
like a scran report of like all the because we are playing it like largely
local grounds.
local grounds. So if anyone wants to send in some scran reports
Yeah.
of games that you're going to,
I
send
think
us
Moorabbin's
photos.
got a little red rooster inside.
Oh, okay.
At St Kilda's ground, I
There's
think.
not much else going on out there.
Yeah, we haven't played. So we haven't played at Moorabbin. Are we playing at Arden Street this year?
No.
So we haven't played there
No.
Yeah.
either.
Have we played Vic Park either?
No.
No.
We
We
played
played
there.
Collingwood
I would
We
played
love
at
to play at
AXA.
Vic Park. That's such a good ground.
We played them at the
Grand final day.
Olympic
Yeah.
Park. We haven't played at Punt Road.
No.
No, we have played
We won't
Punt
be
Road.
for a while.
No, we haven't. Have we?
Yeah, I've watched this.
Oh yeah.
I was
It was
there,
the like
yeah.
really morning game.
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Because it was on the Friday before the grand final.
Yeah, that's right. We played at Witten Oval.
Oh, no, maybe
last
it was
year.
grand final day. It would have been
No.
grand final day, I think.
Collingwood's grand final day, wasn't it?
I
Maybe
can't
this was like
remember.
different years. We're getting mixed up here.
No, I think it was I can't remember.
It probably
But I
was because it was a
definitely saw
morning
them
game.
there. Yeah, it was a morning
11
game.
a.m. or something?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
insane.
That kind of rings a bell. We've played at Port Melbourne.
We played Port. We played
yeah,
at Witten.
we've played too many times.
Played at Icon.
Yeah.
So we still have to do.
Casey Fields?
Ca-
Yes, we've done Casey. We've done Frankston. I mean, not us personally. 'cause we
No.
didn't go.
Yeah, I
Because
definitely.
I couldn't make it to Frankston at 4 o'clock on a Thursday. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, send us in your scrans. I wanna know. I just want to see what you're eating. I don't know. That's not weird. Once again, we're looking at the Discord People's Champion. Once again, 3 votes Nan Scorn, 3 votes Georgia G, 1 vote. It just says 1 vote.
Yeah, we only had 2 players register
Does
votes.
this happen every week? Which is that like everyone votes for the same person.
Great.
Because we all have the same eye. Clearly.
Which
Yeah.
means we get to decide the 1 vote.
Gaylor.
Done.
Thank
There
you. That pops Gaylor up another nudge. So our leaderboard, we have 7 for Nanscorn, 4 for Gaylor, a tie, 3-way tie for 2 points with Press Parker's Too Good and G, and 1 for McLaughlin. Looking at coaches' votes, it seems we're all on the same page. 10 points this week for Nanscorn, 7 for Monconti, 4 for Ellie McKenzie, 3 for Pesparkas, 2 for Gaylor, 1 for Scotty, and 1 for Poppy Kelly. Nanscorn's standalone number 1 across the board, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Eagle Ella Roberts and 2 clear of Ash Riddell from the Roos in 3rd.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, if we're going to win anything, at least give us that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is bloody impressive, Nanscorn,
Yeah.
considering VFL player, cross-coder,
Yeah.
at an advanced age for someone switching
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
ACL first year, misses
Yeah.
out altogether, and, leading coaches' votes 3 rounds in.
That's great.
And she was 6 or something in the BNF last year.
Yeah.
So she's doing really well.
She's doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, we just need Woodsy to just keep handing out 5 every single week.
All right, let's look ahead to round 4. We're going back to the Windy Hill. Sunday, 3:05 p.m. against Geelong Cats. Geelong, 3 losses on the trot. They lost it, like we said, they've had a pretty hard start to the season. Lost to North Melbourne in round 1, 21-51. Lost to the Crows with an away game, 65-27. And then lost at home to Sydney, 45-50. So it's been pretty tough for the Cats.
That's an outrageous start to the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. But, I mean, if you look at what North are doing to everyone,
Yeah.
that's not a bad showing to lose
Oh,
by,
yeah.
What do they lose by?
30 points.
And
yeah.
I think at 3/4 time, it was maybe a goal or 2 in it, and then it kind of
Yeah.
exploded
Well, that's
from
kind
that
of
point on.
what happened with us with the preseason game with North, right? We kind of kept it pretty close, and then they just took off with it in the second half.
Yeah, but that was half. We were all right for a half, and then they nailed us.
It's better than
They've been
none.
Geelong have been
Better than Freo.
Geelong have been in it in each of
Yeah,
the games for
yeah.
3 quarters, and then
just kind of falling apart
But
at the end.
I mean, North beat Freo by 100 points this week in Freo. So
we will talk about that game.
Yeah,
It's those last quarters with Geelong that I think has a little bit of an opening for us, because they've been outscored 2-7 to 13-2 in those 3 quarters.
Yeah, so we've got to start red hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll learn more about Geelong after this week.
Yeah.
Because pre-season, anyone other than us who would have tipped it would have tipped Geelong to beat us.
Yeah.
But then again, everyone tipped us to be the slider this year.
And
it
now
doesn't look
look.
like that's happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I haven't
words.
seen any apologies yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide nor hair from anyone who said that.
Yeah.
Even friend of the pod, Marnie Vinyl, was chatting some serious crap
Marnie,
about us the other week.
I'll already have a chat to her this week when I get back to work. Tell you what. Who are we keeping our eye on apart from the obvious ones to watch? Your Press Barkers, your Nina Morris, and your Amy McDonald's. Anyone else that we're keeping an eye on from Geelong?
Ashley Maloney really scares me. The
Yeah.
Irish full forward.
Oh, yeah, well, she's Irish, so that
Yeah.
tracks why
Yeah.
she's terrifying.
Yeah, she's kicked 5 goals, 3 in the last couple of games. Kicked 2 and had 18 against us in that elimination final that old mate went to. It's going to take some serious stopping. She's so big.
Yeah,
She's so good.
Yeah. But that would have to be a pretty obvious tag then, right? You look at her kind of history and the way that she's played against us, and it's just have someone on her all the time, constantly covered off.
Yeah, just gamble with, put a hand in a pocket and just stay there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that
Yeah,
legally.
Pretty sure don't have pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the women's ones don't.
I mean, the big thing this week was obviously, is Steph Wales going to play?
Oh, please bring Killer back.
Yeah, because I read today that she played as in a week and a half ago, she played a half in a scrimmage for
Yeah.
injured and not picked players.
Yeah.
This week she played, I think, another 3 quarters in another scrimmage.
Okay.
And I'm guessing when the injury list comes out, it's going to say test. That if she's pulled up well from because they said 1 to 2 weeks when the injury list came out last week.
Yeah.
After being TBC all season. So
Yeah. And they've got a pretty young ruck, right?
Yeah, Piper Dunlop got picked up in
That's
the
a
draft.
great name. Sorry.
It is, yeah.
Piper Dunlop.
Yeah.
Fantastic name.
Picked mid-30s.
Okay.
Has played okay, but Yeah, like if Wales did come back in, that's, you know, a lamb to the slaughter, you would think.
Yeah.
And it just frees up other options as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing so well in the middle considering that we're getting smacked in hit-outs every week, that
Yeah.
we're still winning clearances. Like, if we start winning hit-outs, we could have a lot more of the ball in our forward line because we seem to be winning contested possessions and stoppages a lot for how much we're losing hit-outs.
Yeah. I think given that Geelong's rucking situation isn't super strong, if it is sort of 50-50, I wouldn't want to see Wales come in straight away. Like, because I think that Dyke and Murphy have shown enough to at least, you know, 50-50 with Dunlop or beat it. So I'm just like a bit worried about, you know, the classic Essendon of, you know, Parrish comes in and then is out for another 8 weeks, comes in, out
Yeah,
8 weeks.
they don't seem to do that in the women's so much. I can't think of anyone that's come
Yeah.
back too early and then gone out again. But I just think with Bonnie also being out injured, I just think having Wales back frees up a lot of options because then tools, there are not that many of them. They can be moved around differently.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing whenever Wales plays, she's not going to play sole ruck that game.
No.
So you're going to have a chop out.
Yeah.
Well, I think like Dyke's been good enough around the ground to keep her spot, not as the number one ruck, but I wouldn't chuck both Murphy and Dyke out and bring Wales in.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm saying
no, no.
you could move Dyke
Supplement,
to the
yeah.
back line
Have
if
her as a
Gamble's having
tallest,
a hard tag on
Yeah.
Malone. It just frees up options.
Yeah.
Having an A grade tall come into the side. I think they'll play her if she's not ready, but
Yeah.
she's played 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to see test. We're going to see that if she's pulled up and she's not sore.
Even if it's just on managed time or something, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be managed when she comes back, whether it's this week or next week. But
Yeah.
I feel like, get her out there if she's
Why not?
pulled up fine.
yeah, gotcha.
Give her a run before. Is the Fremantle ruck? I'm blanking on names, but I think that's
Minstrel.
where. Yeah, of course, is a gun, like an absolute freak.
Oh yeah,
So,
we're
like,
gonna need her ready for that for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Match predictions. Most goals. I've not done these, by the way, because I watched it again, like I said, half awake in bed at some point today.
Kick us off then, Ari.
Ari, who do you reckon?
Most goals. I think I went G last week, didn't I?
And he had-
I just
I think it was
deleted
Alexander.
You said, yeah.
Oh, they both got 2, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Okay, so then I'm going.
He's
G-
like, I'm still correct.
so then I'm going G this week. No, I didn't want to pick someone 2 weeks in a row, but I'll go G this week.
Okay.
Best on.
I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's got to be announced gone. I haven't been picking her every week, so I feel alright with that.
Yeah.
Result.
Planes by 4.
Great. Can't wait to have a heart attack in the stands. Okay. Most goals. Oh, I can't think. I'll go Alexander then, I think. Best on, I'm going to say Bellany, McGowl. And result, like 8. I think we're going to do it like comfortably, but only just.
We need to try and get Bellany on the pod because I'm very curious
love
about
to.
her family because
Okay.
So her dad's American, I'm pretty sure. I saw in
Yeah,
some
which
articles
is
about
how she got Zac Efron training at her house.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't actually spoken about
No,
this.
because I haven't been here.
Please take it away because I haven't read any of this.
So, while he was here not recording, he's filming, which I think it must have been when he was here doing Ricky Stenicki, because they filmed a lot of that in Melbourne. Like they filmed the bowling scene at Greensboro Bowls, which is incredible. And there's also a scene there where they're in like a American diner, but it's Operator Please in the city. Operator Please? No, that's the name of a band.
The ping pong song.
Operator, what's it called? Operator Diner? Is that all it's called?
Let's go.
Anyway, In the city. So he was looking for somewhere to like train and like, you know, all that while he was here. But
Somewhere
like,
private. Yeah.
Obviously wanted to do it somewhere private. He has bought this is like really delving into my like working in youth media brain. He's bought like a plot of land in the Byron Bay hinterland like a few years ago, and is now currently building on it. And I think Bellany's dad has like connections or something with the people that are building for him. And so, yeah, they like linked up. He was like, I've got a home gym. And then Bellany was just like, Zac Efron is working at my house.
Oh, wow.
And they've just become friends, which is very sweet. But yeah, I would love to like hear that story from her. But yeah.
But so the dad's American.
Yes.
But I'm almost certain when they did her social media stuff when she debuted, you know,
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
the
yeah.
family and all that. I'm almost certain her grandmother was like Scottish or something. So I'm
Okay.
quite interested in this background story here because it sounds different at least to the usual.
Just sounds different.
Yeah.
Sounds exotic. Yeah, no, I will see what we can do if we can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, I'll try and get Goss. I'll try. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gossip. Jordy, who you got?
I think Mag Mac is going to kick 2.
But will that be the most
You've
goals?
actually gone specific.
Yeah.
All the number of goals.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, have you put your own ones in here? I
Yeah,
was about
yeah.
to read to them. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound right to me. Don't like those.
No. By two specifically.
Yes.
There we go.
So if she kicks the most goals, but it's 3, does he not get
Yeah,
the
you
points
don't
for that?
get it.
Yeah, no, I'll forfeit them. Don't remember that.
Best on.
Gala.
Yep. Result. Oh, Jordy.
Yeah, look,
That is.
Why does he have
this
to be the
is-
realist among us?
I wasn't the person that voted lids off, in the poll, but I do think we lose this one by 3 straight. I'll see
Okay.
myself out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have to be humbled at some point, I suppose.
Yeah, it's the loss we have
not
to
like-
have.
Is it? To Geelong? We've got that penciled
At
in for
home?
round 7 against North. That's the loss we have to have.
I'm just scarred. Elimination finals, like they live in my memory so strongly.
But we
They
beat-
do.
We beat
Yeah.
them. We beat
Sydney,
Geelong.
Essendon won, then Sydney, and like, yeah, that one is stuck in my
Yeah,
brain.
the Adelaide one, the Sydney one, the Fremantle one, the Brisbane one,
We
the
haven't
West
played
Coast
that in
one.
We beat Geelong when they were much better than us
Yeah, that's true.
already. And they're not much better than us this year.
Yeah.
Like
I think they're just, given that they've had a few losses, they're going to be
Oh, they're going to have
absolutely
fire under their
chomping.
asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that they're a better team than West Coast. And that was too close for my liking. So I'm just kind of extrapolating.
But we travelled for that, though, didn't we? Were we?
No.
That was
That
over
was
us?
at
Because it was
Windy,
at
yeah.
home.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. All right. Well, thanks for being the realist
Yeah,
among us and
sorry, guys.
keeping us grounded, Jordy. That's what I'm going to say. Let's have a look around the grounds, shall we? Do we know who's good or bad this season? I mean, I haven't really watched a lot of it, obviously, for obvious reasons.
It's all over the shop, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone at the start of the year, well, everyone thought that we were going to be pretty average, and we're at least good. Why am I V's?
Average, positive.
No, we're the best
Average,
team in
complimentary.
the world. Carlton are weird. Like,
Yeah, okay.
they weren't very convincing in that first round win to Collingwood, but then Collingwood nearly beat Melbourne, so are they good? But then Carlton beat Brisbane, so they are good, but are Brisbane bad because they lost to Carlton?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a condensed, like it's a shorter season, but I do still find that the first couple of weeks is pretty chaotic football.
Yeah, I think that there are some teams that when they turn it on can be very, very good. Melbourne, Adelaide, teams like that. But the competition just feels more even now that if they don't turn it on,
Yeah.
they can, whereas before they just win anyway. They just wouldn't win so convincingly. Whereas now they get turned over if they don't really rock up.
Yeah.
And it's really like North in a party of their own.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
are just smashing everyone.
Something's got to happen.
Yeah, because I don't think Carlton.
Something's
I don't
gotta
think
change.
I don't think Carlton are much. I don't think Collingwood
No.
I think Brisbane are a lot worse than everyone thought they were going to be.
Hawthorn was supposed to be really good and were really good last year, but they've won 3, but have looked
Really average.
at best average in those
Average
3 wins.
derogatory.
Yeah, that was the bad average. Yeah.
I mean, they kicked 14 points to win the game
Yeah.
this week.
And they scraped past the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they haven't looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of North, Jazzy Garner looks like she's injured her ankle. She went for scans this afternoon. They're thinking it's probably, ligament stuff? Where am I?
Yeah, the club is saying they hope it's
Minor ligament damage,
but she's getting scans. But I don't know, I just feel like with minor ankle rolls, they tend to get strapped up and put back on, whereas she sort of immediately went onto the ice and crutches, which makes me think it's worse.
Yeah, and I do worry not worry, I do wonder if it is just like because she is such a weapon, it's just like overprotection just in case.
Yeah, and probably they don't need her to
Like, they
win the
don't-
game anyway.
Yeah.
so-
They could lose another 3 starters and they'll be absolutely fine.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine.
It's actually a joke.
I actually just so I was going to mention this earlier. I'm going to do before we play North in round 7. I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive into them specifically. And
Do you want me to get one of my North friends to come on that pod?
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
idea.
I'll put the call out to the gals.
Because I've been just looking at their games and looking at their stats and trying to work out what it is, why they're so what it is in their games that they're so good at.
Yeah.
Because if you look at their stats from this week, they won by 100 points and lost clearances,
Yeah.
lost contested possessions. There's weird stat shit going on. And I haven't worked out yet, hands in the air, but I thought, well, we're playing them in a month.
Yeah.
By then, hopefully I'll have a handle on it.
His dissertation.
Yeah.
We'll just hand the mic over to you for the whole game, for the whole episode.
I think they even won the VFLW premiership on the weekend.
They did. I was in my Around the Grounds. It includes 2 former Dons in Alana Barber and Courtney Ugle. So that is really great. But will they go back to back with AFLW this year?
Wasn't there another one there previously? Who am I
Probably.
thinking of?
Is Mary Ray Clifford there?
No, that's not who I was thinking of.
Okay.
Used to play
I
forward.
can't read your mind.
No, that's
Ari.
true. I can't remember her name. Jesus. Also, ex-VFL player, then played AFL for us in our first couple of years, and then got delisted. Renee, someone?
Tierney?
Tierney?
That's Tierney.
Yeah.
Didn't she play for North after with Barber?
That's a good... potentially? I can't think.
Oh, they beat Collingwood. Oh, great.
Were you not paying attention, Jordy?
No, I was not.
But it is great to see Barber. Alana Barber, I think, won the best on ground for the day as well. So it's just fucking put her in the AFLW side.
Alana Barber, 35 touches.
She's a
11
weapon.
clearances, 13
She's a
tackles.
weapon. She's so good.
Mia Ray Clifford was there.
Oh, yeah. Playing for North?
Yep.
I was right.
4
That's it.
touches, not quite the impact.
It's full of ex-bombers.
Oh, Amanda Ling.
Renee
I work
Tierney.
with Amanda Ling.
Oh.
Well done, Amanda.
I feel like you should know this then.
You probably should.
Did it not come up at work today?
I didn't see them.
Oh,
Yeah, Renee Tierney's in their
Mad
leaders.
Monday, I
was in their,
assume. Yeah.
oh yeah, it would be Mad Monday.
Renee Tierney was in their leaders this year.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe she's injured or something.
No, she played. Kicked a point. 15 touches.
Well, there you go. Stacked with it, former
The
Dons.
mini Bombers, yeah.
You're welcome, North Melbourne. For us giving you sounds like a lot of our
half your
winning,
VFL team.
Yeah, a lot of our VFLW winning premiership side from 2022. Yeah, just had to think about that for a sec. So great to see all those Dons getting another medal as well. We kind of skimmed over it a little bit earlier, but with North as well, record biggest score for AFLW, 114,
Yeah.
and the biggest winning by 100 points. That's incredible.
Poor old Port had the record for the highest score for about 12 hours or something.
Yeah,
bless.
it broke it. And then the next
But I
day
mean,
goes.
it's
There's been a lot of big scores this year.
it has been a lot of big
Yeah.
scores this year, and I think it's just we are seeing we'll see this a lot more as well. It's these young girls that are coming through in the draft and stuff that have just like never had to stop.
Yeah.
And so their craft and their skill and their IQ and the way that they play the footy and their confidence is just like so good. And we're just going to see it the result of that is that we're going to have incredible football.
Yeah, I think in like 3 years' time, we're going to see a massive
it's going to be
jump.
big
Yeah.
shift.
Yeah.
Because
Big
then
shift.
like the sort of 27, 28
yeah, a lot of those
cohort
mature
will be
players
ones
will
who
be-
went through the whole system.
Yeah.
Whereas now, still the top ages are still players that
Oh yeah.
went off and played netball. And,
Exactly.
Yeah, hockey and
Basketball,
other stuff.
all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
The floor of the league has raised as well, I think. Like,
Yeah.
GWS and Gold Coast and the Bulldogs over the last 4 years have been dreadful.
Yeah.
They're all not much better, but they are
But
definitely
they're stepping
better.
up. It's
Yeah.
like noticeably
Yeah,
improved.
yeah.
Yeah, can only go up from here. So give us a full season. Run it alongside the VFLW. Oh, wouldn't that be a...
Yeah, that just has to be done.
It has to be. It makes no sense that like you can't, if someone's having an off week or something, you can't.
Well,
just,
and they
like,
have into these scrimmages things, which is like,
it's like
it's so makeshift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stunts development of the young girls coming back in as well. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, and because a lot of them, I think, play sort of the first few rounds of the VFLW, but then join pre-season with the AFLW squads.
Yeah.
And then if they're not making the AFLW team on game day,
They can't go back.
they're just going pre-season into nothing, and then a couple of games in pre-season.
Doing like maybe an intra-club or something like that, or like
Yeah, it probably helped to increase the list size as well
yeah,
from 30, which is, I think, really low.
yeah. Oh god, yeah,
So, yeah, that'd be quite good as well.
yeah.
Can we not just make both competitions 8 to 17 games? You play each team once in both men's and the women's. It just makes so much sense.
It's never going to happen in the men's.
It's never like they're not going to
Never
give
gonna
that
happen.
money away, but like everyone every single year bitches about the draw every single time.
Yeah,
And it's just like, well,
yeah.
fix it.
Well, there's one thing that we could do to fix this. It does involve not getting as much money though, and the AFL's like, no.
There's more chance of it going to 34 games than there is. in the
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, imagine. I mean, but they would still want to have it condensed in that. Like,
Yeah.
you'd be playing like 2 games a week. It'd be to end up like fucking like ice hockey and baseball, where you're playing like every single night or something.
Yeah, I mean, if they shorten the game, like how the women's
So
one
let's
is.
bring back AFLX.
No, not that short. No, but like the women's one.
Controversially, I thought it was great.
That's a hot take.
The women's ones with like, no time on except the last few minutes.
yeah.
If they did all those kind of tweaks to the game, which, they may not ever do, but if they did that, they'd shorten the games by like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like soccer, they're playing 2 games a week. There's like no reason why they couldn't do it. They don't like it, but
Yeah.
Have a game every night. Spread it out that way. That sounds terrible. Why am I suggesting that? There's
We
too
did
much
that in
football.
COVID. It was great, but it was awful at the same time.
I don't
So
need the
remember any of
opportunity
it.
to see Essendon lose 30 games a year.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
17's enough.
Yeah. Well, looking wider, casting the net a little bit wider, Mitch Brown from West Coast, between the last pod and tonight, came out publicly as bisexual, the first AFL player to do so. And really, I found it kind of like really shifted the shitty discourse around LGBTQIA plus people in the footy community, with the Isaac Ranking stuff happening in the weeks before. And the way that got drawn out for so long just really opened up the door to, everyone who shouldn't have a say or like be able to put their 2 cents in, and it just made it really, really awful. So it was very nice to see Mitch Brown, come forward and talk about his experience and all that kind of stuff. Some of it obviously very upsetting, the way that he kind of talked about how he suppressed a lot of it while he was in the system, because it was just, he just didn't want to do it. And some of the stuff that people were saying in like locker rooms and all that kind of stuff, really gross, very telling. But yeah, no, I think the response, the overwhelming response has been really, really positive, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
And I don't think this kind of response would have happened 5-10 years ago.
No.
You know?
Do you think there will be quite a few more quite quickly as a result of him?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like that's generally what happens.
Yeah.
That one sort of someone is
But
sort
I
of
feel
brave
like
enough
we
to
kind
do
of
it.
have seen that, like, even in other sports, you know, with Josh Cavallo coming out. You would think, oh, it might happen, like, with other codes and, like, but it still kind of hasn't. There's still
Yeah.
that hesitation. Yeah, I am interested to kind of see what.
I mean, I think each code is very much its own
Oh, God, yeah.
universe
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
way.
yeah, absolutely.
That, like, even though he's Australian and whatever, it's like, it's a different world.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think that the AFLW has had any part in sort of moving that needle? Like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
you know, because obviously Sydney men's do a pride game, but there's no pride round in the AFLW.
No, I think that's the next step,
Yeah, yeah.
honestly.
There was a pride game in the men.
There's a pride
There's
game.
no round.
Oh,
though.
round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no full,
Sorry.
like,
And I think it's just Sydney
recognised round.
home game once a year.
Yeah,
Like,
Sydney
I don't
St
think any
Kilda,
other
right?
clubs do it.
Is it St Kilda?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
It was Sydney
Yeah.
against us this year, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, because we had a Guernsey.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's yeah,
That
true.
Guernsey.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do wonder if, like, the sort of, you know, the general feelings around, you know, homophobia in football is
Yeah.
slightly shifted.
I definitely think, like, just having the presence of, like, very openly queer people within the club day in, day out would be making a difference. Because, I mean, like, yeah, you do look, and, like, Mitch has, like, mentioned this in a post that he made, yesterday, if I can bring it up. So he says in this post, you know, he recognised those that came before him, often at great personal cost, to make sport and society more inclusive. People like Jason Ball, who is a former Swans player, I believe. Did he play Swans? No, maybe he didn't play
He was
top
VFL,
level. He was
yeah.
VFL. Ian Roberts, Isaac Humphries, Josh Cavallo, Danny Laidley, obviously a very big one, as well as countless advocates and allies in the queer community, has paved their way. And he also said, I also want to acknowledge the AFLW. These players, staff and fans are already showing us what an inclusive, supportive environment looks like. The players are role models not only for young women, but for every young Australian who is searching for a place where they can belong. I encourage everyone to go and watch an AFLW game. You'll see what the future of our game can and should look like, which I think is really powerful. And it's like, you know, I think a lot of, like, the AFLW has been so dismissed because it's women playing sport, it's low scoring, which it's not really anymore. It's like, you know, obviously still so grassroots, but, like, it is a very, very inclusive space. And, you know, it's given a lot of people, even just outside of, like, the LGBTQIA community and that kind of impact, it's given a lot of people, like, a place where they can go and watch sport and feel comfortable to do so. It's like, yeah, it's so much more than that. And yeah, it is just, like, such a perfect example of what our, like, AFL can look like.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that energy in a full MCG, like, incredible. Yeah. So that was really great. I was really,
on you,
impressed with the way that, and, like, I think there was, like, only, like, 4 or so clubs that, like, backed him at the start. West Coast put out a nice post, and a couple other clubs. Essendon took, like, a little bit of time with it, and even then it was pretty... wasn't mid, but it was just, like... I think it was enough for a club who doesn't have any kind of, like, direct connection with him to be like, we fully support this. Like, you know, we're really proud of it. But, yeah, there's some other, you know... And I think he's publicly said, like, I'm aware that, like, not everyone has supported me on this.
Yeah.
And, like, or has not publicly, you know, backed me.
A couple of clubs you would absolutely guess.
Yeah.
The ones you're thinking of are the ones that...
But we did have our 2 Woke King captains, Dusty Moore and Alex Pearce, both, publicly support it individually as well. And Darcy from a perspective of being the president of the AFLPA too.
Yeah.
Of course.
So that's really great. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think it's been pretty decent. There's obviously going to be some fuckwits that are saying shit and but it is more telling of their character than anything else.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I think there was that one comment like with Mitch saying like he overheard someone or like there was someone in like the showers or something being like, oh, I'd rather be in a cage with lions than be like showering with a queer person. And it's just like, well, you're just showing that you are a threat to anyone that isn't a straight white man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you treat the women in your life,
It's a grim sentence to be thrown out
it's
into
an
the
awful
world.
sentence. Anyway, on that note, I think that's it.
Nice.
Good to have you back.
this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Welcome
So
back.
it's good to have you back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back. Hopefully I will remember words better next week. And yeah, I'm going to get down to the game on Sunday. I'm very, very excited to actually go and see some footy and not just watch it on patchy Wi-Fi on a train somewhere in the European countryside.
You can pick up your corduroy hat.
Yeah, got to go get my hat. I got my little pack in the mail, so I've got to put my sticker on my car.
Nice.
But yeah, come on down. Definitely bring any and all partners that you have. If you have one, if you have many, no matter what gender they are, we'll have a great time. Thank you so much for listening. Go ahead and follow us on our socials on Instagram. And if you do want to join the very, very lively conversation, you can sign up to our Discord as well. It's a lot of fun in there. And you can ask us questions and vote in our polls and, keep track of the men's Sash as they probably have a meltdown over the incoming trade season and draft season. So
Far more tranquil in the dub at the moment.
it is. It's lovely. It's utopia in there. Yeah, I did see. I mean, the guys will probably touch on this, but we did let go of Alan David Jr. and Jai Manzi today. And yeah, Draper's signalling that he's once out.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Taking his buddy Ridley with him too to Brisbane by the sounds of it.
Did anyone know that ex-Doggies player Bailey Hunt was a runner for us?
No, that's cute.
Yeah, I just saw it on the other day on AFL Women's Post after the game. That she was in the shot. And she's an Essendon runner.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we also have Ben Brown in our coaching side as well, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that so much.
Sideshow Bob.
Oh, bless him. All right. Should we get out of here?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Can't planes.
Can the planes.